Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, so I'm going to do a PSA return in this video. I wasn't too happy with this submission, but after looking at the grades and looking at the card condition, I think every one of them was pretty much spot on. I did not get a 10 in this one, but I did get some pretty cool cards graded. Alright, so first up we have a Slow King. This is the unlimited one from Neo Genesis. Pretty much just as tough to get the gem at 10 as the first edition, maybe more because there aren't 10s out there from the beginning where everyone was always graded first edition stuff. But then mine got an 8. Thought it was a pretty good candidate for a 9, 10, but I think maybe there was a little extra line in here and a white dot upside on the top back side that got it. But it does have a second swirl. That's kind of cool. See that swirl? 1, 2. All right, next up we have Meganium. Also, I thought it was going to be a 9 candidate, but looking back at it, it's got an obvious print line right across the top there. So I see why that one got the 8. Now, these are cards that you wouldn't think would be that tough to get PSA 10, but they rock people's sets. It makes it hard sometimes to get these reverse hollows in PSA 10 because they're so easily scratched. Print lines are in there, and for the most part, ones that are still sealed now have been shuffled around behind each other for so long that they have little tiny scratches on them. But got a 9 on the Vileplume. I think I have maybe 3 or 4 of the 5 or 6 hollows. I think it's 6 hollows in PSA 10. I don't have the Mew or Togepi, I know that. Next up we have Slow King, 8. Then we have Meryl, also pulled the 8. Now, I did grade a few Charizards. I try to always throw in base set Charizards whenever I can. Super easy to find this card, but it's in such high demand. You can sell it at any grade, so I just grade them all. Here we have a 7. And then we also have an 8, so that's a pretty stout grade for that card. I'm going to show you guys the next 3. We have a 1, a 3, and a 4. So none of these are in cases, so I can't slide them around like I normally do. But I was kind of surprised. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to compare the 1 and the 4 for you. I think this got a 1 because of, there's a crease right here. It's light, but you can see it. I was expecting more like a 3 or 4 on this one. And then you have this one over here, which is a 4. You know, it's got really bad scratching. And you look on this backside, I mean, look at that edge wear. I mean, it's just awful. I would have expected that one to get a 1 before this one, but I guess because they saw that crease as going the full length of the card, even though it doesn't actually crease through, maybe it's got some warping down here. You kind of see how that is. This one got the 1, but inside of a case on the front side, this one actually looks really nice. I mean, if you flash it there, you can see you can see like where the warping crease is, but you're looking at this straight on, you can't really tell. All right, so there's the 3. Obvious. I mean, that's definitely a 3 that it was deserving. I seen any more Venusaurs, hoping to score that 10. This one had an 8. In fact, I think 2 of these were 9s before, so kind of went down on one of them. This one got a 6. I believe you see that flash right there. I think that was why this one got a 6. Got an 8.5 and a 9. I actually thought this 8.5. No, maybe it was this 9. Because you can see the 2 print lines there on that one. Backside looks pretty good. Man, I want a 10 on this card so bad. But it's just going to be a tough one to get. I mean, I pulled these from a sealed case of unopened magazines. And then inside of each one of those magazines, those 10 magazines, inside of each one of those was an insert that was sealed that had one of these inside of it. And I still didn't get any 10s. Next up, we'll also send in some EEVEEs. I thought there was several in here that had a good shot. We got an 8, got the 9, another 9, 9 number 3, and then 9 number 4. It's kind of killer. You got 4 9s in a row. Whiff on the 10. Next up we have Togepi. This one I would have really liked to gotten a 10 on, but again it got the 9, 1 short, 1 grade short. Got the 9 on this Ladybug. Here's the unlimited Lapras. You got the 8. This one's a little bit easier to get in a 10 because you can get it from a theme deck. And the theme deck itself really isn't that expensive. But got an 8 on that one. Very deserving grade. Next up, got the Blastoise. Again, I agree with that grade there. Got a 9 on the Dark Charizard. I thought this Machamp was going to get the 10. I had several that were sealed up. And man, the surface on this one just looked really nice. I mean, you can see that border. I don't see anything in the picture. But they found something because he got the 9. Same thing with the Rainbow Energy. This is one of the best Rainbow Energies that I've had. I mean, you can't really see any print lines in there from what I can tell. But still 1 grade short. And then, of course, there was this Dark Dragonite. This one was pretty nice, I thought. I believe it got the 8 because of that corner there and that one there. But a very strong 8, that's for sure. Very strong 9. A lot of good cards here. Didn't get any 10s, but I'm still overall very happy with the submission. Let me know if you guys want some of these cards. I don't think that any of these are going into my personal collection. I'll have to check again. But for the most part, I do believe they will be going up for sale. So for those of you on Patreon, of course, reach out to me first. And then when it gets to YouTube, it's probably already going to be up on eBay. But if not, reach out. Maybe I still have it. Thanks.